measurement we do is the heartbeat.
What is silk living? Gang, we back with another motherfucking video. This your boy Silk Living. I'm just gonna jump in it, okay? Coming back from Dominican Republic, this is Sewell, DR. I realize how American we are. Yes, I'm in the city. Drop top lifestyle. I realize, and even saying that, I realize how American we are. And it's so sad. We care about meaningless things. I just had a conversation with my pops. I dropped them off. We care about meaningless shit. We put more of our time and efforts, and we treat people a certain way based off of meaningless shit. We're so American. And it's like, you don't realize it till you leave the country. Have I left the country before? Yes. But I left the country with ignorance. And when I was in London and Paris, I was ignorant. I didn't try to learn their ways. I was still being American out the country because of how everything was funny to me. I laughed and I joked. But this time when I left the country and I went to DR, I went to a place that, you know, they say is a poor country. Why is it poor? Because they don't have what you have or we have? Is that what you value as poor? Because they were the most healthiest people I've ever met in my life. Their food didn't have all these toxins and all this extra shit. The fruit was so amazing. The food was just, the food was great. I didn't want chicken. I didn't want no meat. Meat smelled funny. It smelled weird. And the funny thing is, the chicken was small. It wasn't all huge and swollen. It was very enlightening. You know what I'm saying? They were so happy with less. Very. They didn't care about cell phones and technology. They didn't care. They was outside talking to people. And it felt so good to just talk to people, to have a normal conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, you meet somebody today, you meet a girl or you meet a guy you like. 9 times out of 10 is because you saw a picture on Facebook. And your whole idea of them from what you see is by what they post. So you think you generally know a person by what they post and what you see, social media wise, what they like. And you think you know them, you judge them, you base them off of that, right? But to just be around somebody and to actually have to get to know them because they just don't tell you everything, but you spend every day, you know, it taught you a lot about the culture and the people there. It was, and there's a lot of times where the power went out. There was a time that the power went out, right? I was at the little club they had, power went out. No one cared. It wasn't like, oh, my trip ruined, I'm hot. And it's already hot outside. That didn't stop. People just started talking and mingling until the music came back. But they still found ways of enjoying themselves. And I was just thinking to myself, I was telling my dad, I was like, man, less means more. Of course, you need a roof over your head, you know, but you don't really need all this, you know. And some people say, well, duh, you ain't know that? I know that. But do you actually apply it? A lot of times we say we know something, or I say I'm woke, or I live by a different stature, but are you actually doing it, or are you just fucking saying it? You really don't need as much as you say you need. From losing weight, I realized I didn't need as much food as I thought I needed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm realizing that less means more. Less to have less. Like, you don't need the most expensive car. You don't need, you may want that, but it's so American. It is so American. Man, we rode in a regular little Jeep Cherokee. And I was like, I'm looking at old girl truck that she's in, and she was just vibing, and she was happy that we was just there. You know what I'm saying? Like, the vibe was it was cool, playing the music. Here's a drink, here you have a drink, and it was just a fun time, just fun. And you know what? I was happy the whole time I was there. I didn't even want to leave. That's how bad it was. I was like, I like it here, because I felt like I went back in time. I felt like, hold on, I'm in a Z. Gotta do Z driving. I felt like, who gives a fuck? That's how I felt. And when I came back home, I had a new sense of direction for myself. Like, I'm living my life. I don't care what nobody thinks or how they feel. The only thing that's important to me is my health. Me first. Love me first. You know what I'm saying? I do care what my spouse thinks, and her opinion matters to me. But I gotta love me first. Because if I don't love myself and I don't care about myself, I'm not going to be around for her. So, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, when I was there, out of all the shit I ate, the orange was so sweet and so good. And it was like, the fruit here is just, damn. I ate 2 oranges. I ate 1 orange, I was full. Went back in, I was like, shit, I need some more oranges. I don't want to eat. I had the chicken, I'm like, nah. Now, the pizza was fine. That I tripped off of when I was on the trip. Yeah, I'm growing a beard back out. Another thing that I tripped off of when I was on this trip, I ain't see no McDonald's. I ain't see, my allergy fuck with me. I ain't see no Taco Bell. I didn't see no Wendy's, no fast food restaurants. And I didn't see nothing like that, man. No fast food restaurants, And I didn't give a damn. I didn't care. All I cared about was water. Like on some Gilligan shit on an island. I only cared about a few things. I cared about my phone because, I wanted to stay in contact with people back home. But I only cared about that when I got back to the room to charge. And because I was vlogging, it runs down the battery really bad, especially when you're doing cinematic shots. So that was like the biggest thing as far as like technology. But, I had my money. I had my pesos, my debit. Water. Water was the first thing that was the main thing that I carried, or and I was like, damn, you should have brought my big bottle. And I'm gonna start bringing my bottle just empty, when I get somewhere I'm gonna fill it up. Because I'm like, bro, all I really needed was my water, my passport, the key to my room, and my phone. And I could put all that in my bag, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like groceries, bro, I just could have bought a bunch of fruit. But the funny part is you don't have to buy fruit. Like the grocery store is not full of fruit. And the reason why it's not is because they have fruit in their backyards. They grow their own fruit. All of them grow their own fruit. So it's like, you get hungry, go eat an orange, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Go outside, grab your mother-sucking orange. And for them, they don't care about it being... Now, that was American of me. I want my orange cold. That was it, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't... Their refrigerators... None of it was like you would have thought. It wasn't like... It's kind of like, if you really want to embrace going to a resort... If you really want to embrace, going to an island at a resort, you don't go to a resort. That is so fucking American. That is so fucking whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. Don't take me to no Hawaii and then go to the resort. I want to go live like the culture. I want to go live like the people for real. Now, I was at a hotel room and I was at an Airbnb. I'm American. But to be out in the crowd and be out in the city to soak up Sasua like I soaked it up. And I was like, damn, this is how they live for real. This is the bread and butter. Like, nigga, we on an island, so if the hurricane do, the hurricane do. If the power go out for 3-4 days or months, that's just what it do. You know what I'm saying? But it also taught me something else too. It's like, you know, fuck trying to get your business and your CDL and all your, you know, your shit like that in America, where jobs are few in between. No, you go get that business and shit, you go over there and you populate their city with your knowledge. And I think I'm starting to get the whole woke aspect. It ain't about getting in degrees, becoming a CNA and all that blah, 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 and letting motherfuckers devalue your education here. Go get that and go to their countries. Because I'm going to tell you something. They get their degrees out the country and then they come over here in our neighborhoods and our cities and they populate. They come in your hood and build CVS's and Walmarts. They come in your hood and building China shops and you know, liquor stores. And they take the money back to their country. They're not spending no money with you. So why are you giving your money to them? Why? Because you don't own Walmart. And you don't own none of these fast food places. I'm getting it. And it's like, people are like, well, I already knew that. What you doing about it? What are you doing about your situation? Yeah, you probably can't stop everything that's going on, but you can make a big ass impact in your generation. You can make a big impact in your family, with your family. And that's like what I tripped off. I was like, you know what? I see where I'm valued. I see where I'm of importance. Go where they giving the money away, but spend it where they need it, and that's in your neighborhood. I was like, damn, how many banks is here? Like, I tripped off the Chinese, and they may be Vietnamese. I don't really know which one, but they were there. There's about 3 women, and it's funny because they just kind of looked at you. They ain't say nothing, not no greeting, not no hello, and they sold everything that the people needed who lived over there. They sold, you know, house stuff, school stuff, a couple of urban, you know, a couple of nice dress bags, but everything that they needed, and they wasn't wearing none of that shit. They wore the bare minimum clothes. They had on the bare ass minimum outfit. They was dressed down. And they sat there and they collected their pesos and their American money. They just sat there and, you know, I said, look at that. They know where it's at. They know what's game. If only we carried ourselves like that. Go over there and do the same thing. Go somewhere and do it. I don't care where you do it. Just make it happen. So, you know, this is just another video off the dome. You know what I'm saying? This is just something that I realized I tripped off of. And I thought I really wanted to share that and make note of that, because, you know what I'm saying, that shit's real. So, I'll holler at y'all. This has been another one. It's your boy Silk Living. Welcome back. I am back dropping videos and vlogs. Make sure y'all check out all of my playlists, because it's always something different that you may be into. But this is just another one that I tripped off of. You know. Yeah. So, peace.
Living Studio.
Living